If someone randomly knocks on your door telling you that you need to replace your roof, should you believe them? Should you trust them? One of our official registered haystack roofers, Academy Roofing, wants to make sure you know about the danger of hiring a door-to-door roofer. Academy Roofing has been locally owned and operated for 30 years. They're BBB accredited with an A+ rating, and they specialize in both residential and commercial roofs. Kurt Boyd is the owner and president of Academy Roofing. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Now let's talk about the roofers that come to your home and knock on your door. Should a homeowner ever buy a roof from a door-to-door salesperson?
Well, I think that, the short answer is no. The long answer is, you just don't have time to do the research that you really need to do. You're going to spend a pretty good amount of money on your most important investment. So it really is a decision that should be given a lot of thought, and a lot of homework should be put into who you choose to protect your home.
We're finding that a lot of storm chasers, which is the name that you give to companies that come in from out of town, and they like to come to Colorado because of the hailstorms that we have, but then they leave. So a lot of those storm chasers are the ones that you see knocking on the doors, and when you hire them, they're not going to be around if you have problems a year later. Well,
I think that's certainly the case for many of them, and the door-to-door solicitation is really the only marketing budget that they have, because they're not established here. They don't have a strong referral base like we do, and they don't have a long track record of being in the area. If it hails in Phoenix, we don't go to Phoenix. If it hails in Wichita, Kansas, we don't go to Wichita. We stay here and take care of the people that we've always taken care of.
All right, what other advice would you give to a homeowner before they hire a roofing company?
Well, certainly get references, and I think it's always good to have 2 to 3 estimates on the work that you want done, because everybody sees a problem or sees a solution differently. So you really want to be able to weigh those situations out, or the solutions out, and oftentimes it's in kind of roofer ease. So we really stress to our customers, once you get our estimate, read through it, make sure you understand what we're going to do, and if you don't understand, please call us and let us explain a lot of the hidden things that we often do that maybe some of the other contractors don't, because we know that in 5 years, if there's a problem and our customer calls us, we're going to go and look at it. So we try to eliminate those problems up front.
And you mentioned, read the contract. That's always so important. We get so many calls from consumers that they don't read the contract. They sign something because the roofer that was out there told them, oh, just sign it. All that's doing is giving us permission to contact your insurance company, or it's just giving us permission to get up on your roof. When in fact, what you're doing is signing a $10,000 or $15,000 contract that you're liable for.
You're really committed to it, and there are significant penalties if you break that contract. So it's, it really is a binding document, and I've had a lot of attorneys look at them, and there's really, the homeowner or the customer is really helpless at that point, because they've made kind of an emotional decision instead of really a thought-based decision on good reasoning and good homework being done.
How about deposits? You see a lot of companies now asking for deposits up front, but the reality is any good roofing company shouldn't need those deposits, because they have suppliers that will give them 30-day pays. They've got good relationships with the manufacturers with the same thing. So you don't need the deposit. A company like yourself, you don't need to take a deposit.
We've never taken a deposit in the whole time that we've been in business, and we, in fact, we don't even take payment until the job is completed and the customer's satisfied. And I think that when you've already committed your name, you've committed that money, and there's no turning back.
Again, great advice as always. Thank you for being here. I'm going to tell our viewers how they can get a hold of you.
Thanks, Chris.
Academy Roofing has been working in Colorado for 30 years. They focus on Metro Denver, but they do work in Boulder, Fort Collins, Colorado Springs, and the mountain communities. Call them today at 303-BUY-ROOF. That's 303-289-7663, or visit their website at academyroofinginc.com. Mention Haystack when you call and get 25% off a gutter cleaning. The number again is 303-BUY-ROOF.